Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here at weatherweb.net. Thanks again for watching on Tuesday, the 24th of June. Don't forget, weatherweb.net's all kept free of charge because you keep coming back and using the site. It means we can put more adverts in front of you. That's what generates the revenue that keeps us free of charge. So thanks for keep coming back and using us. Okay, back to these sea surface temperature anomaly charts. This is from the 23rd of June, so this is from yesterday, and it's the orange colours really that we're interested in. I just want to zoom into the UK coasts again, and also Europe and into the mid-Atlantic. Just look how warm sea surface temperatures are within this whole area. Those temperatures there, 3 to 4 degrees Celsius above normal, where you see the orange colours. That's a huge amount of extra energy to be sat in those oceans just at the moment, and all we need is cold air coming across the top of those cold oceans, and it's not going to be taking a lot for low pressure to form, and the potential there with so much heat energy available to produce some torrential showers. You see, warm air can hold much more moisture than cold air, so if we get that warm air at the surface picking up moisture off the sea and then it gets released upwards because of cold air coming in aloft, boy can we have some big storms. And just look at these mean to the 500 millibar flows from next Tuesday through to Friday the 4th of July. So we've got the ECMWF on the left there, we've got the GFS on the right, and ECMWF showing a ridge building in the Atlantic, but that big trough you see there through the UK. Now remember how warm the waters are around the UK, so that's colder air coming in at upper levels, it's releasing all of that energy, and you notice here how that's marked out on the GFS as well. I think this is something we really need to keep a careful eye on, because with the lows coming across and with troughs coming through, there is the potential for those troughs to deepen quite significantly and to trigger off some really torrential showers. Now my thoughts at the moment are that we probably do go into an unsettled weekend this weekend, probably fairly mixed, some pretty heavy showers around. Things improving around about Wednesday to Friday or Thursday or Saturday of next week before we see a deterioration again beyond that, heading back into the showery regime. And the MJO still taking us through into phase 6 around the 26th of June, and then into phase 7 as we head into the early part of July, probably around the 3rd of July. So those are critical phases, and each one backing up this idea of a finer spell in the middle of next week after a pretty unsettled weekend, but then it's better weather coming in middle to the latter stages of next week just as the phases change. Now the ECMWF long range isn't as keen on backing me up on these ideas just at the moment, particularly of my idea from about the 7th or 8th of July slipping into cooler, more unsettled weather for the rest of July. Well, not unsettled, it's more mixed conditions, and one of the reasons, this is the ECMWF MJO forecast, and you see here how much tighter this green forecast line is, look, to the centre circle than the one that I showed you previously that was from the CFS. So it's far less definite in its modelling than the CFS just at the moment. The CFS is trying its best at the moment. This is the forecast for week 1 from the 24th of June, so from today through to the 30th, and it shows us with the higher than normal heights towards the north, low than normal heights down towards the south. We've got the ridge in like so with a flow like so, and then we've got a trough affecting southern and southeastern areas, which is basically the way that we're going to play this through the weekend. The idea of more southern and eastern areas certainly seeing the worst of the showers, with northern and western areas tending to be drier. Now into week 2, it picks up on the idea of low than normal heights down to the south, higher than normal up towards the northwest, so still this ridge of high pressure up towards the north, but the potential for these low than normal heights to come in from the south, bringing those thundery periods of rain. And it's uncertain at the moment exactly where low pressure is across the country, but it wants to bring in those periods of rain, particularly early on. But I do think, as I've said previously, from around about the 2nd onwards, I think we see a marked improvement with this ridge here building its way southwards through the country. Week 3 sees a pattern that I think we might well start to become familiar with. This is from the 8th of July, and it puts high pressure off towards the south and the east. We've got this trough lookout in the west, and I think this is the pattern that develops. Basically, this trough comes across, develops and sharpens, and brings rain and showers, mixed conditions, northern and western parts of the country. The east and the south always close to the high, so tending to stay on the drier side. And then into week 4, we see a bit of a reversal. We see the trough coming into the UK, the high slipping off towards the east, and all areas becoming pretty cool and showery and unsettled and mixed through this week 4 period into the middle part of July. And I buy into that. I think this is exactly the way this forecast is going to be panning out. But of course, it could all change. These long-range forecasts often do. So do stay tuned. We update every single day, and of course the musings are updated as well. So stay tuned to us and check back regularly for all the very latest updates. But whatever you're doing, for now, thanks for watching and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.